Hello and welcome to the new video. Firstly, thanks very much to all the new subscribers.
Appreciate it.
Secondly, this is a bit of a comparison video, slightly different to the race footage. We're doing crits versus cross. Okay, which is better? What are the differences, the pros and cons? And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the street and do a bit of an interview, because after all, it's called YouTube, right? It's not called MeTube.
A dub sound, a reggae sound, a dip sound. Listen to the organ beat, man. Make it crazy. Dip sound, the dub sound, the reggae sound. Makes me crazy, man. Don't stop. Dip sound, the dub sound, the reggae sound. Dip sound. Dip sound, dub sound, reggae sound. Makes me happy.
Now, one of the really good things about crits is that it's like being a kid. You're riding really fast round corners and it just feels like really good fun. Another thing with criteriums is they're always divided up really well. So you're never racing against anyone that's loads better than you, and you're never racing against anyone that's loads slower than you. So you've always technically got a chance of winning the race. Another thing is it's not all about how strong you are as a rider. You need to have teamwork. You can't do anything just on your own unless you're super strong. So you have to work with people, form relationships, form tactics, and really plan out how you want to do your race. Now also, you get to feel like a professional. All these slick, clean bikes, everyone in their bright, shiny kit, and you really do feel like you're a top dog.
Listen to the sound, the dip sound.
However, there are also a few negatives about doing criteriums.
Listen to the organ beat, man. Make it crazy. Dip sound, the dub sound, the reggae sound. Makes me crazy, man.
So, another thing with crits is they can be a bit like being in a traffic jam. You can't move left and right without checking behind you. You can't attack whenever you want, and you're relying on other people. It can get pretty frustrating. Another thing with crits is the laps tend to be very short. My local crit will do 40 laps of the same course within an hour. Now, that gets a bit repetitive. 40 laps is a lot, it's more than 30, it's twice as much as 20. So if you're doing a sensible race and you're not attacking and you're staying in the middle of the pack, conserving energy, it can be pretty dull. Another one of the negatives about crits is it's very stop-start. You've got a massive sprint coming out the corner, and then you're quite often not even pedalling after that. It's just on, off, on, off. The thing about crits is they're pretty dangerous. You're riding 5 centimetres away from people that you've never met before. You're riding at 25 miles an hour around tight corners on a tight course. If they crash, you crash. If you crash, it can be broken bones, broken bike, torn clothing. It's pretty scary. So, what about cyclocross then? So, one of the great things about cross is how inclusive it is. Every race will have races for young kids, for teenagers, for veterans, for women, for senior men. Everyone always feels included. No one ever feels left out. Do you mind? Now, another great thing about cross is you lose that fear factor. You can fall off and you're not going to have to rip your clothes or break your bike or break a bone. You'll end up with a muddy knee. Cross isn't all about fitness. It's 50% fitness, 50% technique. You've got to have the skills to pay the bills. It's also a brilliant spectator sport. Generally you can stand somewhere in the middle and see almost the entirety of the race. It also makes for fantastic photographs of people getting muddy, falling off and doing silly things. One big downside of cyclocross is training in winter. When it's 0 degrees outside, when it's raining, when it's dark, you need to get out there, put the miles in, put the efforts in and carry on going for it. There's less drama in cyclocross. You generally know about what sort of position you're going to come in the race. There's not much overtaking going on. There's no slipstream to take advantage of. Cyclocross is only inclusive up to a point. If you want to take it seriously, you're going to need 2 bikes. You're going to need a pit crew. You're going to need help with everything. Washing your bike every single time. Right, so the other thing is washing your bike after every single ride. It really starts to drag after a while. A lot of organisation is required. You can't just rock up to the race. You've got to remember to bring waterproof clothing, food for before the race, food for after, baby wipes, loads and loads of stuff. Right, just about ready for bed now. It's been a long day. Lots of pros and lots of cons. So for my final thought, my answer is summer cyclocross.
Summer cross.
Simple. There's no mud, okay? But there's no chance of crashing either. It's the perfect cycling discipline. Thank you very much and good night. Oh my god, I still need to find out what you guys think. Get on your bike.
Crits are better. Crits.
Cross is better.
Well, don't say Chris.
Crit.
Crits is better. Is that right?
C-R-I-T.
Cross is better.
I think it's going to have to be cross.
Crits are better.
Wait, like when that scene happened,
Cross is better.
dead. Cross is better.
Cross is better.
Now then, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Okay, it's the time for the illustrious prize giving. A lot of comments answering the question I put on the last video. There was a lot of answers, and I said I was going to pull names out of a hat. However, only one person got the answer right. So, the winner is Bull Wills! And the prize is also double-sided. Look at that. Doesn't matter which way you look at it, it's a chicken dinner. Send me your address, send me a message, and I'll get that posted out to you. Right, next competition is my previous video, okay, nearly got kicked out Tameside. There's a scene in there where I have an argument with some cows, okay, they've been very mean to me, right? And I want you to tell me, when they answer back to me in that argument, how many cows are in shot, okay? How many cows are in the image when they're telling me that I suck, which clearly isn't true. Okay, you will be in with a chance of winning this keyring. Okay, now these are limited edition, right? No one knows when they will run out, so you've got to get comments in below, okay? You've got to get the answer on the comments, okay? And I could do with a few people watching these videos as well, yeah? So share the video, give it a like, and the winner will be revealed in the next video. Okay, so stay tuned next Friday for the next video. Alright.